welcome once again to the Den of Doom. We are here today to do a 50-minute overgear session. The session includes 2 times 10 minutes of overgearing. I bet you're wondering what overgearing is. Well, overgearing is when you are using the harder gears to push out the same power. So it means your cadence will drop down. Good morning and welcome. So what we've got, we're going to do a 10-minute warm-up, nice easy spinning. Then we're looking to do 2 times 10 minutes of pushing the gear. So this will activate more of the slow twitch muscle fibres and build strength. The reason we do this is to ensure that we have got strength at the lower gears. We'll use these when climbing. I mean, always the optimum is to keep that higher cadence. But there are instances when you can't keep that higher cadence and you're going to have to push a harder gear because you've got no gears left on your bike. Wiseman's Bridge. You might want to look at the gearing if you are going up there. One that will enable you to perhaps keep a pedalling cadence of higher than 50 or 60, so that you're not weaving all across the road in order to maintain that. Okay, it's just gone 10 o'clock, so I'm going to get my watch ready. Right, bike indoor. Okay, the session is on here. And I'm going to do the workout. So if you're ready to join in with me, in 3, 2, 1, do workout, okay. So it's a double press on the watch. Got the fan on because the sun is shining outside. Much rather be outside obviously, but today I promised to run with Poppy. She's got me over a barrel. She's running so that she can have a guinea pig, or a hamster, or something small that Mum will obviously have to look after. Okay. I'm going to put myself into the bigger chainring to begin with. The only issue with this, if you're not on a watt bike or something that adjusts your power, you may not have the gearing to allow you to, or the pressure on your turbo to allow you to put out the power with the slower cadence. I don't know if I will. I'm going to have to go and adjust a few bits and bobs at the back. The normal pedalling cadence now, somewhere around the 90 to 100. When we do the efforts, we're looking to be at about cadence of 50 or 60 to push out the power that we're hoping for, which is somewhere between 87 and 94% of your threshold, bearing in mind we're only holding them for 10 minutes. Got a breeze blowing in my hair. Fan on. Make sure you've got a towel to mop up your sweat, blow your nose in, and a drink to keep you hydrated, particularly when you're working indoors. If you're working to heart rate, when you're indoors you'll find you get a natural cardiac drift. Put together a little studio podcast for that one. Cardiac drift is when your blood is redistributed in order to cool you down. So your blood vessels close to the surface of the skin vasodilate, that's why we get red in the face, in order to radiate the heat away. While that's happening, your heart rate goes up a few beats because obviously less blood is now reaching the muscles. That's known as cardiac drift. Obviously the hotter you get, the higher your heart rate. This doesn't impact and the effort levels necessarily, apart from you feeling like your head is just about to pop off due to the heat. But the actual effort remains the same, even though the heart rate is higher. As you go through, if you haven't got a drink, that'll be another issue, creating cardiac drift. So if you haven't got a drink, what's happening is obviously you're not only getting red in the face, but you're starting to sweat. Now that sweat comes from our blood plasma, which is the fluid that all our blood cells, platelets, nutrients are being carried around in. So it's like a river. And what's happening is that your river is starting to run dry. So the fluid becomes thicker and more sludgy, so it's known as more viscous. And of course that is a little bit more difficult to pump around. So again, your heart rate increases as you become more and more dehydrated. And therefore, the heart rate will raise again. So if you're training indoors, in particular, cardiac drift is a very common phenomenon. So bear in mind, if you're using heart rate to train to, especially on extended efforts, that you can let it go possibly up to 10, 20 beats more than your zone. Don't worry too much about it. Think mostly about your rate of perceived exertion. If the zone that you're working in is supposed to be threshold, so you should be around somewhere between 7 and 8. As long as you feel like you're working with 7 and 8, that's the most important thing. I think what most people forget about sports science is it's not an exact science. Everybody is different. Yes, we all respond to things in a similar way, but nobody is exactly the same. Otherwise, we'd all be world champions. Everyone's body is slightly different. The way we deal with stress is slightly different. It's really, really important to bear all of that in mind when you're training. Okay, we're nearly halfway through. What I might have to do is jump off and pop a little bit more resistance by turning my bevel at the back so it pushes against the wheel a little bit more. I can't see that I'm going to get the power at these slow cadences. Now it's really important if we're overgearing that you're already quite an efficient pedaler, so we've got that pedalling action down to a T. Because what will happen as the resistance increases is you will literally just be stomping on the pedals. You still need to think about your pedalling action. So over the top, laces and toes, and as you come back, scraping the floor, scraping the poo off the shoe, and feeling your heel in the cup of the shoe. If you're on a watt bike, take a look at your shape. Make sure it's just not up and down, but is creating that nice oval or circular, if some of you can get it, shape. Make sure that your arms, it's a slight bend in the arms, and you're nice and relaxed. So at the moment we've got a nice natural pedalling action. I'm going to change the gears. I'm going to actually add a little bit more resistance on my bevel, as I said, behind. Okay, hopefully that will. Just 1.5 turns, not even a whole turn actually. Turn in a little bit. Okay, so keep pedalling. Still the warm up. We've got 2 minutes, 20 seconds left. Just nice. Spinning it out. Yep, that's made a difference. So fingers crossed, I'll be able to hit my targets. Of Obviously I'm usually loath to put too much resistance on the back as I see bits of tyre flying off into the distance and smelling that delicious burnt rubber smell. You must always make sure that your tyres are pumped up fully with regards to going on the turbo. If not, they are more likely to break down under pressure. Some of you may have a specific turbo tyre that you're using. Minute and a half left. Normal pedalling action at this moment. We're going to change gear for 10 minutes. You don't do a huge percentage of your training in this zone, but what we want to do is teach our body to be able to deal with the varying terrain and not to be completely flummoxed when we hit a hill and can't climb up it. Many times in Ironman Wales you hear that ooh, crunch, click, as somebody is in the wrong gear, hasn't got the gears, and they literally just fall over. Seconds left. We're going to do some counts because 50 or 60 is less than 1 pedal revolution a second. So that's quite a hard task to grind it out. Working on Zwift, I'm assuming. Can adjust the power for you. You have a fancy smart trainer. If not, we'll just see how it goes. 3, 2, 1. Okay. I'm not in my zone, so I might have to jump off and do it again. Slow it right down. Okay, what we want to focus here is obviously the slower the performance. I'm obviously getting fitter, it tells me I've got a +4 performance. First few weeks of training on the bike, it kept telling me I was minus. That's a good sign. Oh, talking of which, I have to say, everybody who's been training consistently for the last 5-6 weeks that we've been in lockdown has improved both power and pace. Those that haven't improved are those, unfortunately, that lost their mojo, have been racing for quite a while, or unfortunately been injured and now returning from injury. But those people are still pretty much where I'd expect them to be considering the training that they've done. Nobody has dropped back a great deal. So I'm really, really proud of you all for sticking with it. And I'm hoping that my fitness will move forwards as well, particularly on the bike after having such a long layoff. Okay, we're going to do a count soon. Ideally the power that you're trying to push out you're able to reach. I'm a little bit below it at the moment. I might have to jump off and add some more resistance. And count. 2. Okay, that's 15. Yep, so I'm pretty much doing 1 revolution a second, particularly if I think about it. Going to jump off, keep pedaling, keep that rhythm. You'll see if I can add a bit more resistance. just do my tyre, just checking that it's fully pumped up. 3 little twists. Well, this might be the telltale. Keep it pedaling, keep it smooth. Think about getting that full circle. Ooh, yes, that's more like it. Full circle as you come round. Stay relaxed, keep pushing it through. Get ready to count again, and count. Just make sure we're going slow enough. Okay, I did 16 and 15 there, it's a little bit quick. Still not hitting my power target. The only way I'd be able to do that now is to lift the cadence, which at the moment I'm loath to do. So really want to focus on slowing that down, getting that shape throughout the entire pedal stroke. Make sure you're pulling back, scraping that poo off the shoe. Technique, actually at this moment, is for me and you. I want it to be more precise than actually hitting that power target today. I know you had a hard bike yesterday, and Mr. Charlton did 113 miles on the old Zwift. Not Zwift, yes, Zwift is it? So well done to you. Lots of chamois cream was used, I hear, because yesterday was unfortunately supposed to have been the car 10. So focus on that shape. Think about where the pressure is if you don't have a fancy watt bike to show. So as we come up and over, you should feel your feet lifting those pedals and then scraping the poo off the shoe. Engage those muscle fibers. Slow and controlled. And count. On 15, so that's 60 for the whole minute. Focus on that pedaling action. Keep your heels down. Feel them cupping the back. It shouldn't be too hard a session today. Stay focused. Good. Nice and smooth, nice and relaxed. Engaging the hamstrings. There's an article from 220 that will explain all of this. I'm going to attach that to the site later today. It discusses how high gearing and overgearing, or high cadence and low cadence, how they will impact on your race performance and when you'd want to use them. I wouldn't use it excessively because it does put a lot of pressure on the knees. Again, small percentage of your workout Obviously, if you're going out on the road, then your cadence is going to differ depending on the incline that you're having to tackle. 2 minutes. So we're below threshold today, so I can chat all day. Oh, shut up. That's it, nice and smooth. Minute and a half left before we bring the cadence back up. I feel like naturally wanting to come back up. Okay. We'll do another count. 2, 1 and count. Okay, that's 15 seconds counting. Imagine you're out in Mallorca, sun is beating down on you, it's a long climb, just getting into that steady rhythm. In 35 seconds time, we're going to have a flat, where we're going to focus on spinning the legs out, our normal preferred cadence of hopefully somewhere between 80 and 100. 20 seconds left. Ten, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1 and relax. And spin it. There we go, fantastic. Nicely for 5 minutes. Great. So 1 10-minute effort left, and then 15-minute cool down. Make sure you have a drink. Not sweating as much today, not working as hard as we have been. Well done. Hopefully you've got some music on in the background to keep you entertained. Three and a half minutes left of the recovery. You want to be counting for 15 seconds. For those of you that have got cadence monitors, you can probably see what your cadence is. But for me, I don't have a cadence monitor, and I quite like doing this because it takes my mind off the pain, particularly in a hard session. But I literally am counting each leg, one leg, as it comes over for 15 seconds. By counting that, I'm getting my cadence average. So if we're looking at doing 60 revolutions in a minute, then in 15 seconds for that effort, I'd expect it to be 15 single leg lifts. Thanks for asking the questions, Mark. Brilliant. I tend to take things for granted that everyone knows what you're whittering on about. There's nothing worse than being in a meeting at work, for example, and everything's an acronym, and you're sitting there just figuring out what the letters stand for. Too frightened to ask. There's 2 minutes left to this. So if we're looking for this to be about 80, 90, then obviously in 15 seconds. I'm looking for 20, for 80, 22, 23, for the 90. We'll have a little count. We'll see how we go. And hopefully, you've all got your cadence monitors, you don't need it. But it just helps me to switch my brain on. Stay focused. Okay, so I'm going to count now. 3, 2, 1, and count. I've got 21 there, so that's my 15-second count. And 21, which made and 84. What you find is if you start thinking about it, you tend to lift your cadence. As soon as you drift off and you're relying on a monitor, I don't know, it's just not the same for me. Last 50 seconds. 45. 30 seconds left. Seconds. Starting to change my gears now. Don't worry too much about it. Just wish I had a few more to go. 3, 2, 1, and let's slow it down. Think about how you're pedaling. So if we were climbing, what you tend to do is you come back on the bars a little, sit up a little more, you'll really push through. So rather than staying down, if you were actually going up that hill, you would pull, might be on the hubs of your brakes, or back on the bars, just lifting those legs over, thinking about your shape, getting a nice rhythm. A bit of sweat coming out now. Warming up in the den of doom. Keep your feet nice and flat, or your heels down if anything. Lift it up with the fronts of your feet, your toes, tops of your shoes. Feel the pressure. Help this to hone your cycling technique. Slowing it down. Let's get ready for a count. Have to slow down and count. There we go. So bang on. 1 revolution per second. For those of you having to push out harder gear to get your power, I'm expecting you to be somewhere between the 50 and 60. I'm not hitting my power because I don't have enough resistance on my back tyre. Should have done the watt bike for this one. I knew I should have. And keep it going. Nice and slow. Think about the technique. Stay relaxed in the upper body. It should still feel, breath-wise, that you're working a 6, maybe hitting a 7, but you should be able to chat the whole time. Think about how you're pedaling. Slow it down, engage all the muscles. Feel your feet and the heels of your shoes. Make it smooth. Tom always likes to say to keep it smooth. And you get an idea of how smooth it is when you hear your turbo. It should be a gentle hum and not a... Well, I'm trying to do it, but it doesn't work. I haven't got enough power against it. If it's a... it means you're generally pushing too hard on the downstroke, and then the next downstroke and the next downstroke. So it should just be a smooth, constant tune. If it's vroom vroom, like you're revving your engine in your boy racer car outside the house, which you're not old enough to drive yet. I remember those days, except mine wasn't actually a boy racer car, it was a little mini. Yeah, it shouldn't sound like that. It should be smooth, just ticking over. Spent hours cleaning that mini. Turned out it didn't pass its first MOT, and the dad took it back to the guy who he bought it from, because apparently it was fully MOT'd. It wasn't. He got it back a lot better than he sold it to us for. Oh well. I ended up then with a Allegro. A green Allegro with a blue door. Oh, do you know, they are the safest cars on the road, the Allegros. I bet you're wondering, why? An Allegro, the safest car on the roads. Yep, because if a wheel falls off, Allegros. Oh, of course it was 3 of you watching. So, hopefully you've enjoyed the joke of the day. I used to tell it to everybody. Never gets any better. Okay, we're over halfway into our slow cadence efforts. Now we're doing the slow cadence to build strength, to improve our technique, focusing on getting power throughout the pedal stroke as constantly as possible. Nice and smooth. Like I said, I'll link the 220 article to the page for added information. Minutes left. I'm assuming everyone's exhausted from doing Joe Wicks's daily workout. I haven't done one yet. I'll have to check out the competition. Maybe it's the Cockney accent, I don't know. Come on everybody. Claire Wicks here. This is what happens when you're stuck alone, isolated. Now I want you all to jump about. Is that any good? Keep your cadence nice and slow. I think I'm Australian all of a sudden. Oh, I miss an audience. Even if it's an audience that's bewildered by my behaviour. Those of you from watching elsewhere in the country, you may not realise that we are in good old sunny Wales, where the sun always shines in lockdown. Great for camping in your garden. And luckily for those of us who live close enough to the sea, amazing views. No, I don't particularly have a Welsh accent. I used to teach in Thames Ditton, near Kingston in London, and be distracted. I've got a daughter at the door. Oh, she's making pancakes. Yeah, that's fine. Fingers crossed. So yeah, I used to live Thames Ditton. I was teaching in Esher College, and I can remember the only time the students that believed that I was from Wales was when I would shout at them and go, "All right then!" Obviously it was the rolling of the R that did it. But it never had the effect, because then they would all chuckle and go, "Oh, she is Welsh, isn't she?" Yeah, it's a very generic accent. It's a bit hard for people to pin down where I'm from. I like to be that lady of mystery. Keep it going. Are you thinking about your pedalling action, or have you just drifted off into your own random world like I have? 1 minute left. Keep it smooth, keep those heels down, think about how you're pulling. Pull back, lift up. As you slow it right down, it should give you enough time to really think about how you're getting the power transmitted through your legs and your feet. Good flexible ankles are really quite important. Obviously with the strength to hold them in position. You don't want them flopping around. What you want to do is keep them flat, keep the pressure on. Sitting up. 15 seconds left. Tell I'm inspired by the thought of the pancakes. And we've got 5 minutes. Cool down now. Followed by 5 minutes faster pedaling, I should say, really. Followed by a 10-minute cool down. That's a 50-minute session done this morning. Well done. Glad to have you aboard. Get the cadence comfortable. For this effort. See, by lifting the cadence, I can now hit my power. Hoping it's warm out there today. It's been quite cold the last few days. Summer arrived, then we had rain. Now it's dry but a little chilly. I had to put the heating on yesterday. Can't afford that. Can't believe the politicians, I don't know if they still are, but we're getting £10,000 to work from home. I don't think most teachers are getting anything. Oh, and it's cold, sitting next to that computer all day without any heating. What do they need £10,000 for? Probably all got laptops, internet provision, decent pay, heating. Probably got conservatories you can sit in when the sun is shining. Sorry, hard done by teacher. Unfortunately, because college is my main form of income as well, lost my massage income, lost a few clients. So having you guys to motivate me every day is fantastic. So I want to thank you for those of you who are joining in with me, whether it be live or later on. Just knowing that I have to do it keeps me positive. Also, I'm going to ask a favour here. I'd like you to, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, not just to my page. You will have to open a Google or Gmail account, or you may have forgotten your password. You can get a password reset, they'll send you a code, 5 minutes. Then what I'd like you to do, subscribe, share, like, comment. Any comments you can think of. I will reply to them. Well, as long as they're clean. More jokes for me to add in my next training sessions. Ones that are better than the Allegro joke. I do like a good joke, I do. Mostly the ones out of Christmas crackers. Or penguin wrappers. What did the penguin wear to the beach? Flipper flappers. Oh, was it? Oh no, flipper floppers. Oh, flip flops. Oh, see, ruined it. I need to practice these before I come up with them. And why don't the penguins play football? Because there's snowball! Sorry. I need a few more. I need to eat more chocolate, clearly. And 11 minutes left. If you can stay with me that long, you're doing really, really well. Hopefully you did the stretch and release session last night. Half an hour session, quite a nice one. What I tend to do with all the sessions that I'm putting together is I just pick my favourite stretches really. I remember which ones seem to work for me if I'm in a rush. I don't sit down with a tech video and do a sequence set every single time. But sometimes I'll just adjust them. I'll adapt the sessions that I've been doing just to hit my troublesome areas. But 2, get into a habit of just releasing that tension and returning your muscles back to their original length. So after this, you know there's lots of stretching sessions on the YouTube site, which are all in playlists. So you can go and pick any stretch session that you want. I think there might be about 7 or 8 there now. So keep them as a library. So if you subscribe, you get that playlist, go to whichever one you want, and bingo. So I'm just going to take one gear easier, staying in my zone, keeping the legs spinning at a comfortable rate, which for me is usually around the 88 mark. We'll have a look, we'll count them. Spin and count in 4 seconds. 2 and count. And 22, yeah, so 88. So keep it spinning along. Well done. Coming to the end of the session now. Last 8 minutes. Overgearing. Building strength. Focusing on technique. Keeping it nice and smooth. Any questions? Make sure you ask me. Happy to answer them. Yep, that looks good. We're now looking at the consistency of the pancake mixture. Dead fingers. Yeah, we've got nerves all running through our hands. And particularly this area here, if you're leaning on it for a long time, you will get dead fingers. It's nothing unusual. If you look on a lot of mountain bikers' gloves, they actually have a pad there to protect that part of the hand and minimise the deadness or the tingling that you might experience. So if you're getting that, Don't worry about it. Just look at how you're holding your bars. Move your hands a little bit and you'll find very soon they'll be fine. If you're watching, give thumbs up throughout. I'm not going to hold you to doing the session, but if you just tune in, give us a little thumbs up and let me know how it's going. For those of you who are doing training plans, I know how they're going. I'm keeping that beady eye on you. Anyone who's joining in just for fun, that might be because you didn't have any gloves. So Mark's hands were blue by the time he got off the bike yesterday. 2 hours. Oh yeah. No, you were inside. Yeah, take them off, give them a wiggle. Because what you need to do as well is aid that venous return. So I talked about again venous return in the past. But if you're literally like this the whole time, there's no movement in your hands, you're not going to get any venous return. So wiggle the fingers every now and again and create what's known as a muscle pump in order to just push the blood back to the heart. I remember, I won't name any names, but doing Ironman Wales, and one of my clients and very good friends, she finished behind me, not that long. Yes. Oh, that one's not very good though, probably, it'll stick to the bottom. Well, you can either wait 5 minutes, I'll be off. So, back to my story. Ironman Wales, and she finished, actually 5 minutes behind me, that's all, so I was still lurking in the finishing area. And she had her band on her arm, must have been just slightly too tight. I took that. But as she crossed the finishing line, I was gobsmacked because she had, have you ever seen Kenny Everett? She had a massive hand. Not only was there no venous return, but the fluid in her body had drained into that hand, but could not, that would be lymphatic return, could not get back past the band. So I'm afraid, the heartless swine that I am, all I could think of and all I could sing was brotherly, brotherly, brotherly love. Have a look at Kenny Everett if you have no idea what I'm talking about. But yeah, she had a giant hand. So yeah, wriggle your fingers, move the position of your hands whilst on the turbo because you're not getting the venous return and putting pressure on the nerve. I didn't think you were going to get that whole story there, Mark, did you? 4 minutes left. So pancakes, obviously they're made with wholemeal flour. I'll only be putting lemon upon them. Maybe some peanut butter. Give me that protein. Well, there is protein, obviously, in the pancake because of the eggs. If you had wholemeal flour, that would be great, but we do have white. So, on the glycemic index, we will spike. We will have a glycemic high. After that, we release insulin to deal with that glycogen. And then we'll have a dip, which makes us hungry again. So that's a little bit of nutrition tips as well today. I tell you, I'm rocking it. Jokes, accents. Oh, thought I'd lost my only follower then. We've got 3 minutes left, or 3 minutes 20 seconds. Information, oh. This lockdown needs to go on forever, keep me away from the world. 3 minutes coming up. Keep it going nice and smooth. This is your cool down. Nice low heart rate work, building that aerobic engine. Hopefully completely loosening you off after yesterday's horrible, terrible. And if you think 2 hours was bad, have a chat with Joe. 6 hours. There are lots of people out there getting a bit carried away with Swift. Come on, Joe. I don't know how you did it. If anything, though, it does show a tenacity of character. Crikey. It's good pace as well, 17.9 mile an hour, I think, for 113. Obviously that is dependent upon the calibration of your computer. 2 minutes left. Then stop thinking about your pedalling action. Great. Well done. Last minute and a half. Minute and a half left, that's it. A little bit numb on the old nether regions. A little shift around. Okay, last minute coming up. Well done. Keep it going. Not very coordinated today. Got my red, white and blue and my pink CD training top on. Creative and dynamic training, not Claire Davis. I'm no longer Claire Davis, therefore we're giving a little name change. Or an explanation to the CD. Code training didn't work. Cot. Last 25. Well done for sticking with me. Fantastic. 20 seconds left. Paul, if you're looking at me on your big 52-inch television, I hope you're liking the close-up. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Well done. Excellent. Thank you very much for joining me this morning in the Den of Doom. Don't forget to stretch calves, hamstrings, hips, quads, particularly as we're doing the overgearing, using the muscles slightly differently than you normally would. Oh, here we are. I'm having a little dance with the old doggo. Down. Thank you very much. See you tonight for a swim session. Take care. Bye-bye.